Alright, we're back here on some more Call of Duty. It's been a very long time since I've made this kind of video. I don't know if you guys have heard the news today, but earlier this morning, the Pope passed away, and my condolences truly go out to all of you who enjoyed the Pope. The reason why I found it interesting, or it reawakened a lot of hidden memories from my time at high school. So back in high school, I was a pretty weird kid. I wouldn't say I was like a creep or anything, but I was just trying to be a comedian so bad because I just didn't have any friends. So the only way I thought people would maybe like me or that I could fit in was if I was funny. Now keep in mind, I have never been funny. I am always a fucking nerd. I don't even remember the last time I made someone laugh, if we're being totally honest. And I just moved to America my senior year, so I didn't really have any friends at all. And I was just trying anything to like fit in. I remember a story came out one time back in high school about like priests in the Vatican City or whatever doing some inappropriate things to kids. Okay, I'm not gonna go too into detail here, but it was weird. And I saw that story, of course, as a 17-year-old wannabe comedian, and I just thought, yes, this is what I need to fit in right now. I need to talk about this in front of different people from different cultures, from different religions. This right here is what's gonna make me fit in. I don't know what I was thinking, what was going on through my brain. I just had to talk about it. I guess I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I had to make a joke out of it. And please keep in mind, I'm not the same person anymore. I do still make very bad jokes. That's one of the reasons why I've never streamed and I never will stream. It's because when I say some bad shit here, I just cut it out. But if I'm streaming, I can't do that. Anyways, moving back to the story. So I saw that on like my fucking Instagram feed or YouTube or whatever, and I was like, yes, let me go to my modern history class and just talk about this in front of everyone and try to crack a joke. So I remember it was in the middle of class and the teacher was talking about like Catholicism or Christianity back in Europe or whatever back in the day, and my dumbass just said some weird shit about the priest or the Pope or whatever, and it was a pretty bad joke. I don't remember exactly what I said, okay, but you can imagine the situation, okay? A story just came out about like priests doing stuff to children, and then I just saw an opportunity to strike. I was like, yes, this right here, this is my time to shine. And I just said some outlandish shit in front of people who probably were mostly Christian or Catholic or whatever. That was the culture back then in high school. I'm pretty sure most people in there were raised Catholic or Christian. A lot of them even went to like a Catholic school back in middle school, and then they moved to my high school. Like that was the roadmap for a lot of the people there. And I don't know what went through my head, and I just made that joke. So fast forward a little bit here. It was like 20 minutes passed and class just ended. I'm walking out of class. I'm like, yes, I just made a fantastic joke. Some people laughed. Most people didn't. So I made the joke and I thought, you know what, dude, I just landed myself a couple friends. This is fucking perfect. So some time goes by, I'm walking out of class and this girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, I didn't really like what you said about the Pope. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I didn't really mean to offend you or anything. I just thought it was a cool joke. And this girl looks at me and she just goes, slaps me, bro, in my fucking face. And this was like a couple months into my high school career in America. And this wasn't good for my resume, bro. This was not good for my reputation. Your reputation in high school is everything. And getting slapped a couple months in by a girl is not really the best thing to put on your fucking CV. So this girl just bitch slaps me out of nowhere. And I'm just sitting there like, do I laugh? Do I scream? Do I call someone? Like, what do you do in that situation, bro? I've never been slapped by a girl before, okay? I don't know what to do. Like, if it was a guy slapping me, I'd probably punch him in the fucking face. But if a girl slaps me, what's the appropriate response? You always hear that in the news, okay? It's like, what's a proportionate response? What's a proportionate response? What's a proportionate response when a girl slaps you, bro? I don't know the answer to that. The answer is probably doing nothing, which is what I did, and I'm glad I didn't do anything, because if I did, it would have made it worse. Mama didn't raise no fucking woman beater, okay? So I just stayed silent. I was like, oh shit, that just happened. And this girl just walks away like nothing happened. We never spoke to each other again. No one ever mentioned it again. again, which is cool because I didn't want to be known in school as the guy who fucking hates Christians. That would be a very bad reputation to have in school, I think. So thank God that story didn't get out. But man, that was crazy, dude. And just a little spoiler alert here. This is not the first time I've gotten slapped in high school, bro. I've gotten slapped again. And let me tell you why that happened. And the time range between the story I'm about to tell and the Christian Pope story was not a very long time, bro. Like, these two stories happened within weeks. The next time I got slapped, it was during my sex ed class. And no, it was not part of a presentation or anything. It was not a sexual slap. It was a very mean slap. So why did the second slap hit the tower? And, you know, I was a pretty lonely kid back in high school. So whenever I sit next to somebody during class, I would have to talk to them. You know, it was just me. I just had to talk to you. I wanted to make friends somehow, some way. And I was sitting next to this girl and we had a lot of chemistry going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, every week I'd come into that class, we'd be sitting there, we'd be talking to each other, there'd be some very good conversation going on. Some mixed signals were sent my way also from this girl. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't know about you guys, but like, back in high school, if a girl would do stuff like take your phone and just like run away with it and like go through your phone, do all that little kid shit, okay? I interpreted that as flirting. I don't know if I'm wrong for that. You guys let me know in the comments. I don't think I was wrong for that, for assuming that she was flirting with me by doing stuff like that. Keep in mind, we had a lot of chemistry. We would talk a lot in and out of class as well. So with that backstory in mind, we were working on a project one day. And my dumbass decided one day, you know what, dude, this girl has been stealing my phone and running away with it. Let me do the same. Let me crack a little joke here. Such a dumb joke. Like, who the fuck does that? If someone stole my phone today, I'd fucking punch them in the face. But I took her phone and I ran away with it. I thought it was funny. She did it all the time to me and I never complained. So I was like, if I do this, she wouldn't complain, right? She'd probably think it was funny. So I take the phone, I run away, and this girl starts screaming at the top of her lungs. She goes, "Give me back my goddamn phone!" And I'm sitting there like, holy shit, this is not the reaction I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect a fucking girl to be screaming at me at the top of her lungs in the middle of class when everyone's working on their goddamn project. I was just like, Jesus Christ, I fucked up. I had that moment where it was just like, I want my soul to leave my body. I did not want to be there at that moment, dude. I wanted to die. Put yourself in my shoes, okay? You're new to this school, you're new to America, and you're in the middle of a sex ed class with everyone working on their projects, just being all silent and stuff, trying to focus, and then this girl just starts screaming in the middle of class, "Give me back my goddamn phone!" I was stunned, bro. I was absolutely stunned. I didn't know what to do. And that's not even the worst part. She comes up to me, I give her back the phone. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. You do it to me all the time. She proceeds to bitch slap me again, bro. I got bitch slapped twice and I didn't see it coming, dude. I don't know how I don't learn from my mistakes. I did not see that one coming. I took it head on. She was just like, bang. And I'm just sitting there like, holy shit, it happened again. Now, how did I react this time? I reacted the same exact way. I was fucking stunned. I just sat there like a good boy. I didn't say anything. I didn't scream back. I didn't retaliate. I was just like, bro, I don't know how I survived high school, bro. Like, I got slapped twice by girls in 2 weeks, dude. I was known as the guy who was bitch slapped, dude. I was known as the guy who gets bitch slapped. I guess that's it, dude. Like, people just felt comfortable bitch slapping me. I was the guy who got bitch slapped. Okay, yeah, that's me. I get bitch slapped. Fuck me, dude. High school was a fucking wild place. I do not want to go back there ever, dude. Fuck that shit. And I don't even think I was in the wrong both times, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't believe I was in the wrong. Like, the Pope joke may have been too far, but you shouldn't fucking bitch slap a comedian, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I felt like Chris Rock being bitch slapped by Will Smith at that moment, dude. I did it first. If you ever hear someone be like, oh, Chris Rock is the first guy to ever get bitch slapped, just remember me, dude. Just remember my name. I'm the first. I'm the first who did it. The second time, I can maybe see it, but I mean, she did it, bro. She did it to me multiple times, and I never bitch slapped her. You know, I don't know what that says about me or her, but I'm just gonna put that out there. But yeah, man, it's just the Pope dying today just reminded me of all these fucking stories back in high school. I just tried to archive them in my brain and just never remember them ever again, but it just awoke all these like fucking hidden memories, and I just felt like I had to tell you guys about it. So with that being said, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a sub if you guys really want to, and I'll see you guys next time.